A quiet warning from Moscow, carrying nuclear consequences. Russia says it is prepared to evacuate its staff from Iran's Bushehr nuclear power plant if the situation deteriorates. The statement comes as tensions surge between Washington and Tehran, and the threat of military escalation looms. Bushehr is Iran's only operating nuclear power station, built by Russia, staffed by hundreds of Russian specialists. Now, Russia's state nuclear chief says evacuation plans are on standby, coordinated with Moscow's foreign ministry and defense officials, should the site come under threat. The warning is not theoretical. Last year, Russia cautioned that any strike on Bushehr could trigger a catastrophe on the scale of Chernobyl, a nuclear disaster with consequences far beyond Iran's borders. So far, Bushehr has been spared. A U.S. strike on Iranian nuclear facilities last June did not target the plant. But the tone is shifting. On Wednesday, U.S. President Donald Trump issued a blunt ultimatum, urging Iran to renounce nuclear weapons and strike a deal or face a far more severe military response. Tehran insists it is not pursuing nuclear weapons. Russia backs Iran's right to peaceful nuclear energy. At the Kremlin, officials are urging restraint. Moscow says the path to negotiation is not exhausted and warns that the use of force would plunge the region into chaos. Any strike, the Kremlin says, would destabilize the Middle East and create very dangerous consequences for regional security. But the rhetoric on all sides is sharpening. Iran's foreign minister says the country's forces have their fingers on the trigger, ready to respond powerfully to any U.S. attack. Russia, now one of Iran's closest strategic partners, is caught in the middle, bound by alliance, alarmed by escalation, and preparing for worst-case scenarios. As diplomacy frays, one reality stands out. When nuclear facilities enter the equation, there are no limited consequences.